we finna be traveling. So before we get on the road, I just want to go ahead and holler at you guys, just pretty much talk to you guys. So and the topic I want to talk to you guys about is be intentional with your ask, and that comes from like many standpoints, but it's just something that I was self-reflecting on 2024 with, like as I was recapping everything and taking everything for what it is or what it was or whatever. I was able to take out the good, I was able to take out the bad. When I looked at it as a whole, I'm like, one thing that I know that I did in 2024, leading off of 2023, was definitely being intentional with my ask or my asking or whatever. So last night I was talking to my cousin or whatever, and we were just talking about it, and I was just talking to him about the power of asking or whatever and knowing how to ask. And he was like, yeah, bro. He was like, this my next step. This what I'm gonna do, but I want to intentionally ask. And I kind of like paused for a minute. I would kind of still for a minute. I'm like, you know what? Because I didn't know how to respond because I knew where he was going, but I wanted to make sure I just gave it to him right. So I'm like, I ain't say nothing. And I sat on it for a minute and I thought about it. Like, I sat on it for all night or whatever. I thought about it this morning. I woke up. So when it's saying be intentional with your ass, like in 2024, that was something that I did all 2024, leading out for 2023. Like I was very intentional with asking. So instead of just saying, "Hey, I need this thing or whatever," something light, something simple, like I was intentional asking for things that could give me what I was asking for a while, like learning a skill, learning how to use my tools that I have or whatever. So it was like intentional asking. So like a prime example of me intentional asking was all 2024 I intentionally asked for knowledge, understanding, wisdom, and insight instead of just saying the traditional God show me how to do this, God, could you help me do this, pay this, do this. Like I feel like there was low level asking or whatever. So it's like, okay, I'm only gonna ask for things that's intentionally things that can give me what I need, but like me learning a skill and learning how to serve people and please God. So like my whole point was there, like, okay, let's learn how to intentionally ask. So just by asking for knowledge, understanding, wisdom and insight, like I started to learn how to do things, I started to understand things, I started to figure out processes, system, and those things in turn taught me how to get the other things that I was asking for. So like 2024, I kind of understand what he mean now about like intentional ask, like try to have a different form of asking. Don't try to have the same approach. Like try to attack it from a different angle. Like and my level of asking kind of came from like just like tapping into the Bible more, like just reading the Bible more, and like reading some of these cool stories for whatever you take it as. But it's like I'm taking it from like who the character was, what was the theme, what was the moral message, what was they teaching you, how did they overcome this, like looking at it from there. And like I basically got that 2024 being intentional with asking from like King Solomon, whatever. So I know he asked for wisdom, and like once you gain wisdom, you basically gain an understanding of everything, like you understand the mastery. And from there, like that's where we was able to really just take it with the producer because like building the producer business and whatever. So we was able to talk to him production LLC. Like we was able to build it with just being with intentional action, like learning the skills, learning the knowledge, learning the terminology, learning what plays you need to make this happen or whatever. Because so we put a lot of focus into that last year, and it worked out for the good. It worked out for the best. Like because it wasn't just no low level asking. It wasn't, hey, can you just give me some money just so I could do this? No, like, hey, I would like to be able to invest into this and be able to do this. Like, just learning different things and learning how to use it. So, like, if you don't ask the right thing, you won't get the right thing, or you'll get exactly what you asked for, and then you'll complain that, hey, this wasn't what I needed. So it's like, just looking at it from that different standpoint. So I want you guys just next time just be mindful of like what you asking for, like intentionally ask for the things that you want, and then just do the work. And I promise you, like, it gonna work out. But I will say, reflecting on my 2024 recap or whatever, one thing that I kind of feel out for the intentional asking with the wisdom knowledge, understanding, wisdom, insight. I feel like it's there. I don't feel like this leaving. I feel like it's there. I'm constantly working on it, but it's like now asking for peace. Like all 2025 is just peace. And what meaning by this, like 2024 technically went so smooth. I ain't really have no complaints or whatever, so everything went so smooth. So hey, let's continue with the piece. Like, so I'm knowing if I can have the same roll off of 2024 right into 2025 with just a peaceful mindset, I know everything can just 10x what I'm doing or whatever. So we definitely got different goals or whatever. We definitely got like, I ain't gonna say resolution, but we got like, we revisited the blueprint, we revisited the game plan, and we trying to attack it from a different angle. Like, so we really just going back in and pivoting and just change some stuff, because I noticed, hey, some people learn better just by talking, not just by showing. So I'm like, okay, we gonna revamp that. It's like a lot of things that we gonna revamp, a lot of things that we're gonna change, but it's gonna be very beneficial for definitely the producer community. Like, give them a different outlook on things and let them look at things from a different way versus how they normally look at it, because they could just really just change your whole mindset as a producer and the things that you want to do. I would just have to just make loops. I would just have to make sample kits. Like, you can do some things like a whole lot bigger, a whole lot things different from what you normally do. So like, that's where we at really on the journey. Like, doing what you doing, but just building off of it. Like, just basically on just creating a living off of something that you like to do, using your talents, using your God gift or whatever. So it's just like, that's basically where we at. But hey, this Talk to Tron, your favorite producer, your favorite engineer. We finna be out. But hey, before we go, be intentional with your asking. Hey, make sure you like, make sure you share the video if you guys don't mind. Peace, we out.